Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a magnetic excursion update Sunday, May 25th, 10 p.m. Mountain Time, 2025. 18 severe weather storm threats in the south are active, and it's, looking like severe weather is going to be happening for the next 48 hours in this region. We also have some of the largest hail of the season falling in Texas. It's insane. Keep calm. It's boom time. We've got storms and flooding possible through Memorial Day Sunday, and Memorial Day will be super soggy for millions across the southern tier of the country as several rounds of storms roll through the same areas that have experienced storms over the last few days. This is that saturation effect, which is why those flooding warnings are coming out. An isolated tornado can't be ruled out either, as well as large hail. And speaking of large hail, grapefruit-sized hail pelts Texas as Memorial Day weekend storm blasts the south. Sunday's threat comes after parts of the same region were slammed with severe thunderstorms and flooding on Saturday, with damage to buildings reported in Oklahoma, water rescues in Missouri, and storms tearing across Florida. Take a look at some of this hail. Giant hailstones falling near Afton, Texas on Sunday evening. You need some helmets for those big buggers, and we do have blow-ups to show you in just a moment. There's some of that hail damage from that gorilla hail. And, holy macaroni. Let's take a look. And that is the blow-up. That is much bigger than a softball. In fact, it's the size of a ball cap. Ball cap size hail much? Holy macaroni. If hail is going to increase as the magnetosphere wanes in the coming years, people in this region are going to be in harm's way. Now, when could we see the Atlantic hurricane season first storm? Well, the models are in, and there are some hints in long-range models as to when we may see the first of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season's first storm, and that would be Andrea. We could see the season's first storm named Andrea form as soon as the middle of June, which would be a June boom. That's because some long-range computer models suggest that tropical Atlantic basin may come under the influence of rising air and lower wind shear from something called the Madden-Julian Oscillation, another one of those climate cycles. It's an environmental supportive of thunderstorms, which are the building blocks of these tropical storms, and it's far too soon to be certain this will occur and when, but tropical development in June usually happens, either in the Western Caribbean or the Gulf of Mexico, and here is a map where that development will occur. So the U.S. won't be at threat in mid-June, but the central U.S. definitely will be. And here's the full forecast. Areas of severe thunderstorms and excessive rainfall through Memorial Day. Multiple rounds of thunderstorms are forecast to impact portions of the Southern Plains, the Mid-South, and the Tennessee Valley through Memorial Day. Severe thunderstorms may produce large hail, severe wind gusts, and a few tornadoes. Excessive rainfall is also likely and may result in scattered to numerous instances of flash flooding. Quick look over at Tornado HQ and all of the active storms, which are now in Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Let's take a look at the most recent severe weather warnings. We've got one kicking off in Texas and Edwards, Kinney, and Valverde, and that's going to last for 44 minutes, as well as Alabama in Coleman and Texas. We've got Jones and Shackleford. We just got another alert just coming in for Oklahoma and Texas and Comanche, Cotton, Grady County, Jefferson, Stevens, Clay, and Wichita. If you're in any of these hard-hit regions, you can get audible alerts.
Greetings from TornadoHQ.com.
And so you don't have to watch the internet. You can just keep these audibles on your computer and go about your business. And when the next severe weather warning or tornado warning pops up, you'll hear the audible, and then you can rush to your laptop or your computer and see what's going on. It's that simple over at Tornado HQ. We don't get a single penny for shouting out this website. It is just one of those places you can come to save your butt. especially during severe weather, or know what's coming. A quick look at the GFS model, and we'll just walk it through here, and you can see where that severe weather threat exists there, hovering right now over what appears to be Arkansas. In the next 3 hours, it's going to explode over Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, the entire South. And by Monday morning, we're going to see that same region with the severe weather threat moving into Tuesday, as well as Wednesday. Holy macaroni, will it ever end? No, it's going to be an onslaught. More severe weather in that region for the end of the week, Thursday and Friday. And, well, that is just the spring pattern. Looks like it's going to quiet up there at the end of next week for a few days. Through the weekend, at least, it's going to be a quiet weekend next weekend. Good news there. Let's look at the total accumulated precipitation so we can see where those flood threats remain. Anywhere in those purple regions, that's 5 to 7 inches. So that's most of the southeast through the end of the month there and June 1st. A quick look at total accumulated snowfall. It looks like we're going to have a mid-June storm sneak in here in the Pacific Northwest here, beginning on June 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Could be bringing some significant snow to the high elevations in the Rocky Mountains as summer kicks off. And Al Gore is not happy. Shut up, Al! Get in your hole! No bun cake for Al. Seismic update. Interesting rumbler in the middle of Asia here, 5.0 in Aktash, Russia. Overall, low-level activity worldwide. We did have a 6.0 in Tonga. No tsunami warnings whatsoever. Some fracking activity in Texas, the nexus of the Schmexes, as well as Oklahoma. And we did have a 4.1 in Petrolia, getting a little jiggy there off the west coast. And the seismic swarm we reported on yesterday on the Reykjanes Ridge has come to a close. A small flurry of activity in the last few hours has occurred. It may be ramping up. Probably not. We just refreshed that. It's dropping off a cliff. What does it mean? Well, no one knows. This could be seismic or tectonic, even magmatic, and we're just waiting to see what happens. Worldwide volcano news for the 25th of May. Hey, we've got Semeru, who knew? Now you do. 15,000-foot blast there. Ibu to 7,000 feet. Ducono to 8,000. Santa Guito, 14,000-foot blast today. Nevado de Ruiz to 20,000 foot. We've got Reventador to 15,000 foot. Liwotolo, a 5,000-foot puff today. Sangay to 20,000 feet. Semeru to 15,000. Ibu to 7. Possible volcanic ash from Santa Guito. And Nevada de Ruiz to 20,000 foot. Reventador, possible volcanic ash. Ibu to 7,000 feet. Chevaluche to 12,000. Ducono to 8. And that wraps up worldwide volcano news for the day. Hey. Quick look at space weather. We've had some sporadic activity as predicted. Multiple high-level M flares, impulsive, and an X flare due to departing regions and even incoming regions. And we've just had another M 3.4 solar flare from another departing region. None of these CMEs that were produced from the X flare, the X 1.1, or any of these M flares are headed towards Earth or will be geo-effective. But what is news is the latest HMI intensity showing a massive sunspot complex that we saw last month heading back center disk. And so in about 8 days, it will be directly facing Earth. And, well, we may have some spiciness turning around the limb. 3-day geomagnetic forecast is all quiet. We are now in psychic levels falling towards 0 kp. And if you haven't heard, the ultimate Petroglyph panel tour is coming in just 5 weeks in the Canyon of the Ancients. Rex Bear and I will take you on a tour that will blow your mind. It's a one-of-a-kind event exploring the Canyon of the Ancients. It's accessible for most people that can hike 4 miles in extreme terrain. So you need to be physically fit. We're not walking that far, and we're going to be seeing tons of amazing stuff. At least 3 petroglyph areas One area that we'll see petroglyphs on dozens of boulders that leads us to the Skull Castle ruin. Absolutely fantastic experience in the desert. Join Rex Bear and I. When is the date? Yes. June 28th, 2025, 9:30 a.m. is when the fun begins. 25 tickets available for the Ultimate Petroglyph Panel Tour. Get the tickets before they're gone, and we would love to see you all in the desert. And that's a boom to knowledge. Please share this information. Hit the thumbs up. Do all those YouTube things. Half of you listening are unsubscribed. Help our channel grow and hit that subscribe button tonight. We love each and every one of you. Be safe. And that is a boom.